How's it going, everyone? Yeah, it's time to get started on this Playfield. But yeah, I already did. I did some of my red. I've just been working on red, just kind of getting some ideas as to what I'm going to do. I didn't want this to just sit here while I'm contemplating on what to do, so I got my red out and started getting some of our red in. My red's a little bit darker. I tried the true red and it was really too dark. What I have is tomato red, but it still has kind of a, I don't know, a little bit of a, to me it looks almost like a kind of a pinkish or whatever haze to it, but it is dull, and when we clear coat it, it will blend in a little bit more. I got this done, and around over in here I still need to do this little area. I figured I'd get the video started so I can really get started on it. I've been kind of working on this in the evenings a little bit when I come home from the store, and it's been so stinking cold that I haven't been able to stay out here very long because it takes too long to get the garage all heated up. But I did the ball trail up through here, filled in the red that was missing in between our letters. You can actually read it now as activate transporter. Welcome aboard. But you know, still got to get all the black back in and touch the yellow in on all of our letters up top here. But the red was the big thing. That way I could see what needs to be done as far as on our letters. That'll all come out good, because you can't, you know, I know that this is higher than what it should be, but you know, a lot of this you're not going to notice the red. The biggest thing that we have to get as close as possible is right here in the center, because this is what you see every time you step up to the machine. Your eye is going to be drawn right to the Enterprise. Okay, so what I did was I printed out a picture of the center of the Playfield. Too bad ours isn't that white. But I guess we could just, and that's just about the right. There. We'll just glue that down. How's that look? So I do have this to go by, so we can get in our the tractor beam array, or if this is the back, nope, that's the front, so it'll be, that's actually the tractor beam array on the Enterprise. You have your two warp nacelles. But anyway, what I need to do is get all the black lines in, and then it'll all come together. Once I get all these black lines back in, then it'll be nothing more than paint by numbers. So that's the biggest part, is getting the Enterprise done. There is a decal that you can buy, an overlay, whatever, that only comes up to the 20. It comes up and has this green and yellow, but not the Starship. And that's $24.99, and that's just this little guy. And that's not going to do doodly squat for us. I might as well just paint it in instead of just putting that in, because then I still got to paint all that. And like I said in the previous video, the complete overlay for this is $225. Brand new Playfield is $849 for this. It's a little more than I want to spend right at the moment, so we're gonna touch this up. Maybe later on down the road I'll buy an overlay and we'll do a complete overlay on Star Trek. We'll see how popular this game is once it's in the arcade. Same with the cabinet. That nasty cabinet. Well, you can see anything that stands that's got a flat surface ends up being a table. Just like Knight Rider. But anyway, I can buy the complete side art for this. The front, both sides, and the complete back box. But you only get, for the back box, you only get from here over. So you still got to paint it. Paint it. And that is like 245 or 200 and some dollars for all the art for the cabinet. And we'd still have to do a lot of work on the cabinet to get it, to put the side art on it. So if I'm gonna start sanding this thing down, you know, to put side art on it, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the stencils, and we're gonna paint it ourselves, and we're gonna have a nice fresh painted cabinet, just like we do on Cinema. If you remember the series on Cinema, we did that one. So it's a pretty basic art. This one's going to be a little more intricate than what I have been doing. So this one will be a little bit fun. Not as bad as some of the new ones, you know, like Lightning. You know, that one, that one I just sat down and painted by hand all the art back on it. And same with Simba. Simba is, that one I could do if I really wanted to, but that cabinet's gonna clean up. You'll already see this one all cleaned up and working before you see Star Trek. So that one's just dirty, faded but dirty. I'll work on the orange on that one, but that's beside the point. That one's already done. You've already seen it. Back on Star Trek, we need to get this Playfield all done up. I still have some work on some electronics for it. Okay, I have all the boards rounded up for it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go with a used MPU, or if I'm just going to go ahead and buy a new one and put in and be done with it. We'll see when the time comes, because I don't have the ROMs for Star Trek. I can get them. I can't get my prom reader to write. I'm still working at that too, trying to get that to write. If I can get that to write, I'll just burn some new proms for it, and we'll work with a used MPU, because I have one over there that is really nice. Came out of Black Pyramid. There's nothing bad on it. Well, there might be. I don't know. Anyway, we'll have to go through it and work on it. Anyway, back to this again. God, I keep getting sidetracked. Sorry about that. But what I need to do first is I'm going to finish up my red. I have some red to do over in here. And I may decide to, to paint that whole area down here like I did. I may bring this up to the lettering and down. I don't know. I think that's gonna be okay. This I may have to do the whole area to make that look right. I'll paint it and we'll see what it looks like after it's painted. I got this little area done here, and in there, still got a little bit of work left in here. Over here, if I do anything, I will paint this whole area, and that way that'll all be the same, and that'll kind of blend in a little bit. the really bad area around the LLY. I went ahead and done. I'll work on this a little bit more. Thinking I may just go ahead and paint in all the red here, all the way up to the 3000. That way it kind of blends in. You know, once you have plastics on it and clear coated and all that, you really don't see a lot of this up in here. The main area that sticks right in your face is this little area and right through here. This is going to have to be really nice, because that's going to stick right in your face as soon as you walk up to the machine. I know some people won't care as long as it plays good, you know, and that's the way I kind of feel too. As long as I can get it close and it looks decent, and as long as it's fun to play, people are going to play it. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of my red done, and then we're going to get started on the center.